Hello. I'm hoping my tweet went out. Hopefully. It's 9. Okay, I kind of want to sleep. So we'll do that first. We're in a very dark area right now, so I kind of want to avoid mobs as much as I can, really. What's up, Alexis? What's up, Corn? How you guys doing? Welcome to the stream. Welcome back. What's up, Dylan? How you doing? Welcome back. Did a mob really stand on this? Oh my god. Unbelievable. Do you think we'll get our first Chaos Cubed snapshot tomorrow? Yeah, I'd say I'm pretty positive that we do get it. At least we're getting the first preview, I believe. What's up, Ali? Welcome to the stream. Welcome. We'll do melons on this side. Yeah, this is our melon and pumpkin farm. I've not fully designed yet. Obviously, you can see the walls are not here. But yeah. Let's just get some growing, I think. Might as well get started. But no, yeah, I do think we'll see at least a preview. I mean, I think we'll see both this week regardless, but it just depends on April Fools. But because it's a Tuesday tomorrow, and it's not April, melon, pumpkin. I still think we'll see the snapshot at a normal time. I think. Yeah, the pumpkin and melon farm is definitely a lot different to the old one I had, which is kind of the vibe I'm going for with these farms. I don't want them to be similar to what I originally had. Here's the windmill as well. I did show that on Twitter, I think, or it could just be in the Discord server, but I'm pretty sure I shared that on Twitter. And looking pretty good. Yeah, I think no matter what, we still get a preview, right? I don't think the preview is affected at all, unless they could. I mean, they could add April Fool's stuff, but it's like marketplace stuff, right? That's oxidized, and I like how easy it is to tell how oxidized these are. Very nice. Yeah, I built this at the right time with colored lighting, didn't I? Came at the perfect time. Looks pretty, thank you. I spent so long on this. But yeah, I quite like it. Again, I think it's better than... the problem with my old windmill was that it was more like a house, I think, than an actual windmill. Now, I still might build a farmer's house, but I don't want it to be attached to the windmill. I know they can be, but I'd rather have a windmill like by itself, so it stands out more and is actually a windmill. Okay, so windows. I don't really want to do like these are 3 wide. I feel like 3 wide all the way is a bit too much. So I have an idea. Yeah, I mean this windmill is also like storage as well, but I feel like it's fine as long as it's not really a house. Could you make the melons or the windows look like melons and pumpkins? I could. There might be a way to. So I don't know the exact rates of this. It is longer than 64 blocks, obviously, as you just saw. Ooh. Okay. That's 30. Okay. Those are long windows. Hmm. Literally a game. Oh my god, thank you for the Prime sub. I appreciate that. Thank you so much. You didn't have to do that. Thank you. Still not got paid by Twitch, by the way. I think I've been scammed. I got one payment, but I think that was like the bits I got that one stream. I don't think it was like the subs I got. Does that make sense? And it's just like it's already been the 14th, and I haven't, or 15th, which is normally the fun fact, the day streamers usually get paid, and I've been scammed. So thank you, Twitch, for scamming me. I'll be eating bread for the next few weeks. No, I'll be fine, but... What's up, Crafty? How you doing? I'm not doing too bad. Yeah, a lot of... This is very long. It's not 2 stacks. Well, you're guessing probably 3 stacks and a bit, I'd say, of both pumpkins and melons. Because I'm going to get the blocks of the melons. I don't think I'll get the actual like slices. Because I don't really need the slices for anything right now. I mean, healing potions are nice, but I don't really need them. I did almost die earlier, by the way. That was very fun. Off stream, like literally before I started stream. I was in the Nether, and I did almost die. How dare Twitch keep this from me? Also, hi. What's up, Purple? Yeah, Twitch is very weird with stream notifications. Do you think tomorrow we'll see the first look at the Solver biome? I hope so. I do think we'll see, like, the first snapshot will probably have everything from Minecraft Live. I doubt it will have, like, something else. Now, that's not to say what we saw at Minecraft Live is the only thing we're getting. But I think the next phase will be the, like, snapshots after. I think they want to focus on the stuff they've already showed and want that to be released, if that makes sense. But who knows? They could throw in something randomly, but because it's April Fool's week as well, I don't think they have the time. Obviously, April Fool's is quite demanding, in my opinion, because I've messed this up. Because they get creative freedom to do whatever they want in April Fool's. Fun fact. That's why it looks like they've put in a lot more effort, because they can. They're not really tied to Microsoft and April Fools, and they're not tied to the update themes, so they can kind of go rogue. Which is nice, but it's also kind of annoying, in my opinion. But it is what it is. They've been doing this for however long. But what was I going to say? Obviously, April Fools isn't the biggest indicator for like features, but stained glass and copper grates did come from April Fools. Fun fact: if you didn't, dude, I need to lock in. If you didn't know. Yeah, literally. This is Prisma Visuals. I think it's the best at showcasing what people can do with blocks, because like there's certain blocks like this. You can see like the wooden. I really like that. It's a really neat thing, in my opinion. Obviously, I'm sure the other packs have that as well, but I mainly play with Prisma because I like Starfish. Don't tell them I said that. Okay, so that's 30. That's 30. This is 32. I won't tell them. Thank you, Alexis. I appreciate that. Huh. I don't like I don't like how there's drowned here. Can you? Thank you. I got to get used to the animations of Prisma because I don't really play with animations and stuff on. Um, so I've got to get used to like the sword swinging and that kind of jazz. I know it's the same thing, like it's doing the same output, but it's just a visual change. It's kind of weird to me. Try not to hate Drowned challenge. I do dislike Drowned. They are not a nice mob, in my opinion. But they got a lot better with Mounts of Mayhem. But I still not the biggest fan. Okay, I don't know how we should do the windows. Once we figure out how to do the windows, this build is pretty much set. You know? Dislike? I'd say probably detest, actually. But Drowned are only cool if they drop the trident. That is true. They used to drop it like so often, right? Didn't they recently change that? I'm gonna sleep as well. Okay. I really like the food eating animation. I think it's way better on Prisma than the base game. Um. Yeah, that's work on the interior. I think now there's not really much to work with because you're basically just working on this block, right? Walking on this block, sorry, because this is where the crops will grow. But let's just destroy the pillars because I don't think we're going to be using these pillars as a guide anymore. Okay. So, let's get some shelves on the go, I think. Those are planks. That's not logs. Can I throw this away? It's annoying me. Okay. Place all these down. And then we'll strip these. Okay. I want to make sure I strip this middle column. Okay, I don't know how many shelves we'll need, so we'll probably have to do that a few more times, but this is just a guide. I'm going to do this so often as well. That's fine. Yeah, this is dedicated to melons, this is dedicated to pumpkins. I haven't run the numbers at all, really, because like I built this in creative in a copy, and then didn't really look at the rates just yet. Okay, so let me make some shelving. 36, not bad, really. Do you just do a simple trim? I feel like you could. Hang on, so this is let's write this down. So this is 6. We're standing on 612, right? Let's see the distance. And hopefully we've got a few math geniuses here. 612 here, and all the way over there. 105? So you could do something every, like, 5 blocks, but that might be a bit too much. You could do, and also place things into the trim. Yeah, do the other lights work like sea lanterns? I don't know why they wouldn't, but do they like also work in the shelves for Prisma? Because that might be a good idea. They do. That's a lot of frog lights. Which one have we gotten? It's the yellow one we often get, isn't it? Okay. We need more frogs as well, I think. Do we have a frog I don't even know if we have a frog enclosure. Okay, what's it like with this? Okay, you can kind of... It's a bit awkward, though. You have the aquarium now? Oh yeah, that's true. Frogs are in the aquarium, aren't they? In this world. This would have to be something different. Like, what if you do, like... that? And then shelves. Yeah, I need to get a Froglet farm. I did have one. In my old world. But I had a magma spawner. So it made my life 10 times easier. Obviously I've got a few magma cube spawners, I think, nearby, but they're still kind of far away relatively. And because I've got so many more projects to do, it's kind of like the last thing on my mind, really. I quite like this. Again, how does the shelf look next to it though, on both sides? Because that's important. Yeah. Low priority? Yeah, I'd say so. I mean, again, I've got so many builds to do. For better or for worse. I mean, depends. But, hang on, there's a custom song playing. Wait, did they change? Okay, I did not mean to do that. Please don't. Okay. Did they change the menu? Because I swear I didn't get this when I updated. Okay, this slider is pain. Okay, there we go. It's about damn time I had the UI. I got something. I don't know what it was. Like, a few months ago, I got a part of the UI, but I didn't get the main menu, and I was like, what? That's gonna take some time to get used to, I think. It's better. It looks better, but... I do think shelves all the way around is the way to go, so we're gonna need a lot more. Let me just get... I keep picking up the plankies. Can I get some logs? I'm glad they're finally rolling out the UI stuff. Now I just kind of want the container stuff, like the chests, the furnace, the bundle, UI stuff, because I don't really know, like, what that is. Because they've been working on that for like a long time, right? And it's like, are we gonna see it in the near future, or? Because some of it is actually really nice. The bundle stuff that they like, it was leaked or something this week or last week was actually really good, in my opinion. Putting one long line of logs, then stripping it, then breaking it might be faster. Yeah, probably, but I'm just used to doing this. I don't envy Mojang though when it comes to like redesigning the containers and stuff, because that must kill the nostalgia bros. Because it's like, why are you changing a thing that's been in the game for so long? So you gotta like deal with that. Dude, I could not but it could not work for Mojang. Genuinely. And then I was like, well, look at you defending the multi-million-dollar company. I know, but like at the same time, the community doesn't really give them an easy ride. Now, in some to some degree, that's good because they don't deserve an easy get-out-jail-free card for a lot of the mistakes they've made. But a lot of the time, people that moan and bitch about them is kind of unfounded and not really relevant, in my opinion. And trust me, I criticize Mojang like all the time, and I get shit for that. So I know probably more than most about that kind of thing. Although I've kind of been a bit more like selective, I think, in choosing timing. If you dare say I want drop-down menus for things with multiple options that you get flamed, yeah, pretty much. Java's mostly nostalgia based. Yeah, I mean, there's a certain degree with Bedrock as well because it's console players. I feel that because I am a console player. Fun fact, you can tell I'm not playing this on a Nokia brick phone or a NASA computer. But like, there are still some nostalgia bros for I mean, to be like, I can't go back on console as like a, you know those things people do. Is like, I went back to this version of the game 10 years. No, after 10 years, I just couldn't do that. The game looks too wrong to me, especially playing with Prisma now and having vibrant visuals. I couldn't play, which is interesting because I've spoken about this before, right? When Bedrock first came to be, like Better Together, I hated it, and one of the reasons was the grass. The grass was a lot darker. Or is a lot darker on Bedrock than it is on Console Edition. Console Edition is a lot more saturated, and it looked better at the time because that was kind of what I was used to, right? So for a long time, I couldn't really play the game because, funnily enough, the game is, there's a lot of grass in Minecraft, unless you're doing a desert biome only world, and it just didn't look nice. And that kind of thing is now reversed, where it's like, I can't go back on console because the grass is saturated. And I prefer the dark grass. It's very weird how that's came to be. But I've been playing Bedrock for so long. Almost longer than I've played Console Edition, I think. Maybe, actually, no, yeah, I have been playing it longer. Fake console player, real console players will glaze the washed out game. You had to choose to have it extra washed out, from what I've heard. Yeah, old console was good, but I think a lot of people treat it as if it was like a diamond. And it was like, no, because there's still a lot of issues with old console. There's some things that old console got right. But, dude, can I just say, I completely sidetracked. Looking like in this direction and seeing the sun and the Witch Tower, I love that. Sorry, just got easily distracted. I've never really like observed it from here, because like this area is the farmland area, right? It used to be the farm area. Well, it's probably gonna be again, but a bit better. Are you secretly a mushroom? That'd be pretty cool. I do like mushrooms. People glazed it so much I thought it was perfect, not gonna lie. Then I found out it was a bunch of separate versions. It wasn't perfect. A lot of people talk about 4J updating stuff. Don't remember what happened in those updates. Like, yes, I love your shield. Thank you, Badmouth. It's part of Prisma. Some of the textures in Prisma because Prisma is based on flowers, right? And they've taken some, not every, utility item and given them like, so you see the trident, the crossbow, the bow, the spyglass. There's probably others that I just don't have, but yeah, it's really nice. But when 4J would tease update content, it was very good. That was amazing, right? And Mojang should have done something like that. But the content was not good. I remember there was a update where they just added acacia wood, dark oak wood, the slabs, stairs, stuff like that, but not the biomes. Now, I don't need to tell you why that's not really the best idea. Now, you could probably say, oh, that's probably for the limitations, and sure, right, that's, we're talking 360, PS3, Xbox One, right? But at the same time, there's no wandering trader in the game at this point. Why would you do? And obviously, you could not get this in survival. You couldn't get acacia or dark oak wood in survival for the longest time until they added the biomes. Of course, they did come into the game eventually. But that's just like one example I can think of off the top of my head, where it's just like 4J weren't perfect. They were great, but they weren't perfect. And I feel like a lot of people just have a nostalgia blindness for 4J because they just hate Mojang. But that's just my opinion. I don't get why people overly glaze things. It just means once people find out it isn't perfect, as they say, they then get really disappointed. Yes, it's quite incredible to me that people get so locked in this idea that this one thing is perfect, and it's honestly not. You can point to so many flaws about Minecraft isn't really. I might annoy people by saying this. Minecraft isn't a perfect game. And there's a few there's levels to this, right? Obviously, there's multiple reasons why, but it's not the perfect game. I don't think there is such a thing. It's the best in its genre. I don't think Terraria, and I don't think Hytale will compare to it in a few years' time, but I don't think the other block games compare to it. It's the best in its genre, but it's not a perfect game. To an extent, you could argue you're responsible, the player, the individual, is responsible for making it the perfect game because it is kind of your game in a sense. But I still don't see Lightborn, this village, as perfect. Otherwise, I wouldn't have torn up my entire old farmland, right? It doesn't have to be perfect. Now, I say that, and I am, to be fair, a bit of a perfectionist. A little bit in real life. I mean, when it came to uni work and stuff, I was very much of a perfectionist of that. But more so online, and I know it doesn't make any sense because I don't proofread my tweets, and the amount of mistakes I make in my tweets is kind of ridiculous. But still, I am a bit of a perfectionist. But you've got to realize at some point that not everything has that kind of tier to it. Not everything can be perfect, I think, if that makes sense. And that's kind of okay, because I think perfection can be quite destructive, especially in a game like Minecraft. Every edition has its good and bad aspects. Yeah, that's true. I'm not going to sit here and pretend that Bedrock is the best thing since sliced bread. It's not, right? It is far from perfect. I will say, Bedrock has been in its best state, I think, ever. And I could list reasons as to why I think that. Because I think there's some very good reasons that back that up. But there's definitely some flaws in this version as well. 100%. But a lot of it comes from Java Edition, where people think that Java Edition is perfect in every way. It is not, for the record. And I remember, if we reached perfection, there'd be nothing to work for, exactly. I remember saying that on Twitter, this was a few months ago, you might think Bedrock is terrible, but Java isn't much better. As you can imagine, a lot of people were not happy with that. I think that was the tweet I got a death threat for, I think. Very normal thing to give a death threat over. But Java purists are insane. Genuinely batshit, in my opinion. But you can play Java, I don't really care what version you play on, but if you're not going to acknowledge that both have problems, then ironically enough, you have a problem. You know. Java has bugs and issues, just the Java players don't realize them because they use the bugs. Yeah. I mean, bugs are a weird thing, right? Because a lot of people treat bugs as features. Is the Nether roof on Java a feature? As a really sour and bitter Bedrock player, no. But you can't really remove it, can you? I mean, you can, but you kinda can't, right? It's very risky. Sorry about that. Fucking mic. I think my mic's dying. It could be dying. I remember Mojang. Oh, sorry, let me read this. I can't read quick enough. You know, you'd think after all this time I'd be able to read quick enough. I remember Mojang had to reverse 2 bug fixes because of how much it affected the community. Yeah, the thing is literally, that doesn't happen on Bedrock. If it does, it is because everyone's gone batshit for about a week. The difference with Java is it takes them... Have I not lit up? Oh no, I lit up the... Yeah, okay, that's good. The difference is with Java, it takes them 1 day. If there's enough, community... Now, I envy Java, and I'm not slating Java Edition for this, or Java players for this. Bedrock players don't say enough, and complain enough, if I'm being honest with you. They should, but they don't for some reason. But then there's the whole issue of criticism and how do we criticize properly. And a lot of people don't really understand that aspect of it. Because saying something is blanket level bad and not like going into why is not criticism. Fun fact. Don't know if anyone knows this. Spoiler alert, everyone. I feel like Bedrock players do complain. They do. I'm not saying they don't complain. No, they definitely do. They just do it in the worst ways. Yeah, that's the thing. Yeah. You used to put torches onto every block? Really? Every crop block? Okay. I mean, I won't do that now on stream because that'll be incredibly boring for you guys, but I will do that. Because my placement, I think, was completely random. There wasn't like a 4-block gap and then torch or something like that. I think. But having... Yeah, it would be a lot easier, I think, funnily enough. If this llama does not leave the premises, I might cry a little bit. I haven't decided quite yet. You always say things are boring, but it's chatting with you that we're here for. You're the content. I disagree. I think you can't really get much entertainment from a British Minecraft person, hence that being my bio of this channel. There's so many other British Minecraft people that are way better than me. So I kind of have to kill it. I don't like killing things. I probably will have to. But I mean the crops are fine, I think. Yeah. They're actually growing pretty well. So maybe I don't need to put torches everywhere. Copium. That's just me not wanting to do it because I'm lazy. I mean, I don't want to... I'm never going to be the person that's like... I've got to be careful of creepers. High energy, screaming constantly in your ears. Because that is just... not it. Hello, sir. That's just not it, in my opinion. I'm also too old for that stuff. Yeah, it's very lucky that the zombie didn't trample the farmland. How I am, I've said this multiple times, how I am on stream is kind of how I am, like, in real life. To be honest with you. Minus, like, the talking constantly, because you kind of have to talk constantly on stream. Fun fact. Twitter is similar to how I am in real life, but it's a bit exaggerated. I'm not going to lie to you. And then I don't do anything else. So, what do you think people are here for your streamers for, by the way? I don't know. It's not for me to decide. I can only, like, predict. And people like seeing good Minecraft worlds, I think. So, that's a good indicator. I think this world is good. But not perfect. Okay. Just gives these little, like, pillars, I think, some support and some foundation, right? I don't know, I think this looks fine. And it gives it a bit of a design as well, you know? Adds depth, yeah, that's what I'm thinking. I want to do something on the pillars as well. Farm's looking really good. Thank you, Litria. Thank you, guys. I appreciate that. I really struggle with melon and pumpkin farms because obviously this is the more... Unless you're making an automatic one, just a line in one direction is kind of the more optimal way. But the thing about it is, how do you make it look good? You know? And I knew I wanted to have this indoors because there's going to be a lot... Like, obviously there's going to be a lot of farmland, but there's going to be a lot of builds as well, right? And I wanted this to have like a little house kind of vibe to it. This was originally going to be where I put my bee enclosure. Also similar design, by the way. But I think I might scrap it because I don't really want the same design twice. So, kind of back to the drawing board on that one. But that's like a pipe dream. I did not make enough stairs. Have you done a really big wheat field somewhere? No, but this will be... The really big wheat field will be... If you can imagine there's like a path that splits these two areas, but a lot of it is wheat. And then there's some way along, like, when it reaches down to the level of the melon and pumpkin farm, there's like a border, like a wall. And then there's like beetroot, potatoes, carrots, and all that kind of jazz. I've not built a massive wheat farm in ages. But my old wheat farm was here. You see this glowstone here? Up until about... This was the melon and pumpkin farm originally. Yeah, probably up until here. It wasn't that big, to be fair. Like, it gave me a lot of wheat, I think. But it wasn't that big. Did I make more stairs? I didn't. I've got dementia, apparently. Unless my pick block isn't working. Sometimes it doesn't. It's very awkward. I'm gonna do a big one on my world soon. Like, it's gonna be nowhere near as good as yours. No, trust me, it will be. You can make wheat farms look stupidly good. I'm sure you'll be able to do that. It's tricky, I think, but when you make a wheat farm look good, they really look good, if that makes sense. Like, they can add so much to that area you're adding it in. Okay, so we've done these, we've done that. I don't think I'm going to do anything for the skirting, but what about the pillars? Because I don't know if shelves really can't really do all shelves, I think. Yeah, that's another thing as well, Corn. Obviously, I flattened everything from my previous farm. For the most part, I mean, I've got rid of a lot of awkward blocks. Because of the terrain, of how the terrain generated, that you can see the little dirt patches and stuff. But for the most part, this is going to be like the shape. Right? It's kind of my thought process. Okay, let me actually catch up on crop stuff. We can add more seeds to our farm. So let's do that. Maybe have the stair on the ceiling turn so they go with the wall at the very end. Do you mean like that? Yeah, wait, oh yeah, you can. I was like, I don't need a melon slices, but I was like, wait, no, I do, because I need to plant them. Do I even have... I do think I have a Fortune X somewhere. I hope. Why does it do that? Stairs are weird, man. I don't understand stairs. In real life and in Minecraft. Like, in real life, I just look at a stair and just, like, hope I can, like, levitate. True story. If I can't, I'm kind of just stuck there, looking at stairs. But in Minecraft, it's like, I don't know why. I think they should have, like, a... I don't know how much sense this makes. A tool to, like, change the position of a stair. Maybe like an axe enchantment. I've ever fallen down the stairs many times, and I've pretended to fall down the stairs as well. To avoid going to school. And it actually worked. But, probably not every time, I can't remember, but... I was like right-clicking with the axe, or whatever it would be. Yeah, I think that would be fine as well. Maybe not an enchantment, that might be a bit too much. Okay, so let me get my Axe of Fortune. And we'll start with the melons. My downfall, if I'm too impatient to add textures to really bring big builds, so most of my builds end up being medium to small. Yeah, I get that. I haven't really built, like... I'm trying to think. Maybe I've got, like, 2 builds that are, like, massive, I'd say. That's not the right shulker box. My aquarium and hotel, I think, are the only 2, like, massive structures. Off the top of my head. I don't really build, like, these major mega structures. But, I mean, fun facts, the windmill is another tall structure, which is very nice, actually. It's not taller than the lighthouse or Lightbourne Tower, but it is, like, 105? So my guess is, like, a witch tower height, give or take. So that's really... I like having tall structures and towers, I guess. Yeah, I do hope to make more windmills. It'll basically be the same design, right? But I might make more windmills. There's a lot. This is gonna take a while to build, guys. This is gonna run into... I mean, we'll see how far it gets into the development cycle of Chaos Cubed. But we'll see. I love the look of big builds, but I don't have the patience. Yeah, that's Definitely a struggle. My fucking stutter. Sorry. Jesus Christ. What was that? I've been watching, fun fact, I've been watching, like, Instagram reels of, like, people stuttering, and I'm sorry, it is the funniest thing in the world. Watching people stutter. I know I shouldn't laugh, but it is still pretty funny. Okay, that's the first column of crops done. Can we get a second done, though? Nearly? Yes. Okay, so we're on this one for melons. I think we've got a little bit left on this pumpkin patch. I've actually missed a few as well. Am I blind? Maybe. Don't answer that question, actually. You're all good, don't apologise for a stutter. I apologise for like a stutter when I recognise it in my voice, right? A lot of the time, this sounds really weird, right? But bear with me. I am listening to myself as I'm talking, right? So like, and I need to do that because I need to understand like my pitch and stuff like that. Because I've got, somewhere there is a letter that tells me I've a condition to do with my pitch in my voice, and it like goes high. I can't imitate it, and low during mid sentences. And because I monitor that in my voice, I also monitor my stutter. And when I'm like, I just stuttered, I can't help but talk about it out loud and feel quite embarrassed. It's not the greatest thing in the world. Can you not look at me? Oh my god, this is... Yes, thank you. Oh no, please. One of these days... Dude, I hope that gets fixed soon. Oh my god. That starter that I recently, like, I just had, was very bad. Let me just pause the game 1 second, just reading a message. Okay. I also love the lily pads. I usually use trapdoors. I usually, to be honest with you, badmouth, don't use anything. But because there's so many melons and pumpkins, I don't really want them falling in the water. This is a lot of lily pads. Like, it took a while to get, but I'm quite happy. I don't think I'll have lily pads for like the farmland. Spiders look so creepy with Prisma visuals, but we'll see. Yeah, it does badmouth. It's a bug though. This is a bug. I think this is intended, but this is a bug that they're aware of. How are we on? Okay, it's just this one, right? I kind of want to get at least one column of crops done before we continue. I've actually gotten over hating my voice now that I realise that it's just what I sound like. Yeah, I wish I could have that ability. I don't, fun fact. One of like I'd say like key things about me is I cannot stand my voice. I hate it. Also because I just hate British people. But wait, this is actually done? This is done. Oh, it's just this part, I see. Why did I fill it in this way? Who knows? Not the smartest apple in the tree. Dude, thank the gods for fortune. Jesus Christ. This one is melon, right? Yeah. I mean, my voice has been like naturally deep since I've been like 10. Genuinely. Because I remember playing like Left 4 Dead 2 back in the day, and people would like point out my really deep voice. And it has its perks. Like, I can't do a high-pitched voice, and I'm glad I don't have... Like, I'm glad I'm not one of those people that are, like, in their 20s, and they've got a really high-pitched voice. So I kind of got blessed to not have that. So that's cool, I guess. But, like, I think people, think I'm posh because of my accent. But I am anything but, if I'm honest with you. Anything but. I think that's that done. So whilst not every seed has grown, in some cases at all, at least we've got like a full column, so we can get melons and pumpkins quite actively whilst we think about and work on this, which is good, I think, because we're hitting two birds with one stone. How do I feel about this? Does this look... I feel like if you do this, you kind of want to remove this, no? I don't know if I made it worse or better. If it makes you feel better, I don't follow people on Twitch if they've got annoying voices. Oh yeah, I think like as a stream, if you've got an annoying voice, oh, you can probably turn it like into something, like into your brand. But I don't know, man. I couldn't bear it, to be honest with you. Can we need more stairs? Yeah, we do. Okay. What is this a block? Ooh. Oh, wait a minute. What if I did like frog lights on these? Because that's like light. Okay, well, it's above. Yeah, it is above a crop, but it's not above every crop. Thinking emoji. We'll see. We'll see. Maybe we're going too hard on the shelves. So that's the thing I deal with as well, is if I'm using something too much, right? It's something I constantly think about in my builds. Because I think that is that is like a real thing. You can use something too much in a build, in my opinion. And maybe you can make it work. I don't really know. I've not really cracked that formula yet, though, I think. Okay, how have I done... So there's shelves, so we should connect... I have an idea. Melon and pumpkin. Trade those out. Melon and pumpkin. Okay. Yeah, exactly. I hate that feeling of needing to change something I've just built. Like, fair enough, and like people will know this, I've changed a lot of builds in this world. Hell, I'm changing my farmland area right now, right? But if I have to change it as soon as I make it, that's a bit of a problem for me. It doesn't look at the same doorway, no. That's kind of what I was thinking about. I wanted to know why. Melon. No, the melon is this one. Of course I have to... Melon, pumpkin. Huh. Yeah, I mean, the gallery had to change. I hated the old gallery. Art galleries are actually really hard to build, in my opinion. I always struggle, like when I make a world, to build those. I think in a lot of the worlds I've had over the years, my art galleries have been in my house, right? I don't know why, it's just always been in my house. No, I think we're doing too much there. But there's something that needs to definitely be here. Yeah, the shelves do look good, but again, it's a case of um, placing too many. Why do I never craft like a huge amount of anything? I mean, that's it's a good I think mindset to have. You never want to craft too much of stuff, in my opinion, because you may like regret it. But I never craft like a huge amount of stairs. Let me get that going. And more planks. Stairs are extremely expensive, but I don't think like people want a crafting recipe for stairs to be like this. I think that honestly is too cheap. If like that might be a hot take, but I feel like that's I don't know. It's really hard for stairs. I think I always craft way too much, but it's okay because then I've got stuff in storage. Yeah, that's true. I'm sure I've got like a bunch of stuff, like excess stuff that I don't need in my storage, like my wood chests, for example. And it does come in handy at sometimes, so that is true. How do you... We're getting a bit sidetracked, but how does this look? Because if you're doing this, there's no real point of having glass, is there? But then are you overdoing it with the stairs? Because then you're adding... Wait a minute, am I stupid? Why is that? Oh, because that's higher. I see, that's one block higher. Okay. And maybe you could do stairs there. I mean, yeah, it makes sense, Corn, to use 3 blocks, but I also want people to suffer. In real life, not in Minecraft. That was a joke, by the way. Please don't hurt me. How does this look? This would take a while if we're doing this. Ugly, I think. Because it's still showing the wood, I think. And I don't know if that's what I wanted. Do you like the fact that you'll get half the amount of stairs now that you should be getting? Yes. Trapdoor between each stair. So it's a 3 block gap. So like that. Okay. Now what? I mean, this is assuming... I noticed a trick, by the way, with the pause button that I've been doing recently. When I've like seen a creeper, I do this. Like pause every frame, and it's a bit of an exploit, but it works. I'm able to like run from the creeper. Yeah, that is definitely proof. I need more lighting. Yeah. How do you feel about trapdoors above the door? With the shelves? Ooh. Try an archway over the central window area? I don't know what you mean. I think you'd probably want to do... I mean, because they're up there like that, but would you... No, that doesn't make any sense. Wait. Is this what you meant, Badmouth? I think this could work. Wait a minute. Let's take this out for now. And destroy the build as we do that. God damn it. I think that could work. You said that to do like half an hour ago? Oh. We can do that. I mean, this is already, Corn, this is already out by one. Do you really want to do another one? Because you had to get rid of the shelves, no? I quite like the shelves. I think we should do trapdoors, so I'm yoinking your guys' idea. Inside the building. Yeah, but how are you going to walk? Oh, you mean this, right? But yeah, how are you going to walk? Because again, it's only this walkway. Okay, let's do two things at once. No, that's not right. Let's do one thing at a time. Complete opposite, but okay. Fucking hell. Let me ignore you guys. We'll figure out a plan for you guys. Shiza, what do we... I meant like where you had the shelves next to the pumpkin and melons above the doorway. Oh, like here you mean? I'm so sorry. I am not with it today, guys. I'm so sorry. Get rid of this one. I do think trapdoors work here as well, though. Am I crazy? You make the doorway wider? What? How? By getting rid of these? Like a few plants. The trapdoors are... Yeah, they're in a different position. I hate trapdoors. I mean, we could... So, like, if we got rid of, like, these two rows, you mean, Gorn? For example, like, I'm not saying that we're going to go out 2 rows back, but if we got rid of 2 rows, you mean? Huh. Wouldn't be much of a loss. You say that, you never know. Those 2 pumpkins could have been great iron golems in the future. Oh, thank you, but I'm good on the viewbots though, thank you. I don't need viewbots. I feel like viewbots are like very expensive. The recent Minecraft update reset all your controller and PC bindings. Why? It does that like every update for you, doesn't it? This isn't the first time you've said that, I think. Unless I've got delusions and voices in my head. Which, who knows? Okay. So let's say, hypothetically, we can get rid of this one and this one. Oh shit. Okay, it's fine. It's fine. Because we're gonna light their world up anyway. We're good. I don't know why I'm locking in. This doesn't really take much effort to do. The update before, did it? Really? I don't know, could make an actual doorway 5 blocks wide? Yeah, I think I might have a doorway. Yeah, because there definitely needs to be something here, I think. Perchance. But let's just do 2 blocks for now. So we're dealing with 3. Why is there a tortoise here? Just focus. No, don't worry. It's just like sometimes I lock in at really stupidest times, and then I'm really quiet, and then I get really guilty because I'm not talking. I'm very, very, I've got a lot of self-esteem, by the way, guys. Just not self-conscious at all. We don't have tortoises. We do now. I think my mum had a tortoise once. But then, like, at one point in my mum's life, she had, like, a fucking zoo. Like, she had hamsters, dogs, cats. She had all of them. Probably, like, snakes, I think, as well. Very weird person. Your lizard is waiting to be fed. We have a bearded dragon. It's more like, it's not really mine. Like, I don't really look after it. Now, before you call Pet Protection Services, it's not really my bearded dragon, so it's not really my responsibility. So I don't feed it. But when it does get fed, it is the most disturbing thing ever, because obviously it's like live creatures, like mealworms and stuff like that. Now, my hamster has mealworms, but my hamster has dried mealworms. Like, hamsters can't have real life ones, or like alive ones. But with this bearded dragon, he needs alive ones. And it's just grim to observe. I couldn't do it personally. Because the question is this enough blocks, or should we go out a little more? You said something on Michael stuff? Okay, I'll check it out now. Love snails? That's an interesting food source. Especially if you're French. I never understood why French people love snails, by the way. Can I? Okay. Oh, I see what you mean, Corn, yeah. Okay. I've only had 2 frogs where we ordered crickets, and our dumbass housemate dropped the box of crickets and it broke open. Dude, I fucking hate. Dude, obviously we get the burgers delivered to us sometimes, right? And the delivery guys think they're like holding an atom bomb. Like, calm down, okay? They're not gonna bite you. I get it because I don't like insects, but like, fucking chill out. And they're so like, um, not like what's the word? It's not non-caring, but like they've got so finesse. They've got so much finesse with them. It's like, can you not destroy the box before it gets hit, please? It's very annoying. You just go outside and catch bugs. That's fair enough. Yeah, fair play. Then there's a stair. So you're extending that by 1 at the very least, I think. I'm still, to this day, not used to the sound you make when stripping wood. It's so unsettling to me. I'm not sure why. It just sounds very disgusting. Your axolotl eats worms? Dude, I love axolotls. Okay, let's see. How does this look? You go in. Oh, that's fine. Yeah, that's fine. I might change this, by the way. It may not just be dark oak. We'll see. I might have some moss. Obviously, that's just there temporarily. And then it's... how do I... Annoying stair placement number 5. That is a stair, right? That's not a block. I think. In trapdoor. Okay. I think we've cracked the code. I love the sound of wood stripping. It's so satisfying. It's very weird, I think. That is not the best place for a stair, in my opinion. Yeah, that's kind of fire, I'm not gonna lie. I think you do trapdoors round here too. So it's at least consistent. You may be heading off in about half an hour. Yeah, we'll be ending soon anyway. I wasn't going to stream today, but I just thought might as well, right? Let me bring my table of crafting because we may need it. Actually, wait. Before I get too distracted, let me place some seeds back down. This one's done, isn't it? It's this. It's not actually that bad, it's just setting up the tank and water and stuff. That takes ages. Yeah. I really want fish. I don't know why. But I feel like after Leo passes away, which hopefully won't be for a long time, I might move on from hamsters. I don't know. It's definitely it's a thought I've had for a long time, honestly. Even like since before Leo. Okay. The pillars extending outside the wall really does help a lot. It adds yeah. It's just this is the part that's going to be tricky, right, Corn? It's just designing these walls that I've got to come up with a design for. But I think now that I've got this will help out a lot, actually. Might bring this forward. Maybe. Guinea pigs are an idea. I have thought about guinea pigs, yeah. It just depends, because Blossom, right? I want, like, it's weird. I want, like, a part of me wants a hamster, a part of me wants a cat, a part of me wants guinea pigs, a part of me wants fish. Like, I'm just... I don't know. Oh, we're getting a lot... Wait, I'm not even mining this as a Fortune X. But I mean, like, I've had hamsters since I was... 19? I think. It's been a long time, actually. That's kind of mental. So I am used to them. Even though every hamster's different. And Leo is by far the most different for certain reasons, but... The Moldering Trader is annoying. I might slay him, depending on if he's in my crops or not, because I don't want them to be trampled when I slay him. But he might be at the end of his life very soon. By very oh, okay, he's left. Never mind. He heard me talking about him. Okay, the melons are almost done. Pumpkins. Ooh, this will go. It's not going to complete it, but this will do a lot. I might turn. Yeah, I'm going to turn down the mute. The reason why I turned it up was because there was a custom Prisma Visuals song, but it's long gone. So I'm going to turn the music down because there's a bug on Bedrock Edition where like certain music actually like peaks at random points and it's not supposed to. Fun fact, that is a bug. That might be what I campaign for next after the offhand. Experiencing animals with slight issues is always good. Yeah, like I've always, with my previous hamsters, their issues came about when they were like at the end of their life. I've never had an issue with a hamster at the beginning. So that's like the true test for me. Okay, that is one side done, and this side is almost done as well. Very nice. You'll have to see it, honestly. Okay, before we get sidetracked, again, we'll come back to the patches in a second. Let me do this doorway. So... You want... Where's the first stair? It's... Block... Oh, okay, let me actually do the pillar first, so we get our bearings. What block did I just... Okay, strip block. Okay. Okay. So last update, reset my controller bindings. This one reset my PC bindings. Why do they do this? I don't know. That's so random. But yeah, I mean, as we get close to the end of the stream, guys, hopefully it's been a good stream today. Again, I wasn't going to stream today, I have to be honest with you. It was completely random. But I hope it's been good. I don't know, this is obvious on stream. I try not for it to be, but if it is, I can't help it. I try not to, like, I might sound very anxious or stressed in today's stream, and that's probably because I am very anxious and stressed. Okay, wait. Okay. There's a creeper where I'm looking at. You can't see it because the shield's in the way. It's stopped fuse. It was about to explode and then stopped because I walked away because I'm on this side of the block. If I jump down... Okay, it's still fizzing. Okay. 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 At this point, it's about to blow up. Okay? It's about to blow up. I'm about to get destroyed. So what we're going to do is we're going to try and swerve to the pillar right next to me. Three, two. Oh my god. I'm the fucking best. I'm the fucking best at this game. Suck your mum. Oh my god. Oh my god. He's just the GOAT. He is insane. I'm telling you guys, it works. It shouldn't... It seems like an exploit, to be honest with you. But it works, so we're gonna sleep so we avoid that. Okay. Sadly, I lost most of it because I had to leave my dorm for dinner, and for some reason, the campus firewall blocks Twitch, but my dorm doesn't. Very strange. Yeah, don't suck your mum. That's not advice I would partake in myself. I mean, you can do what you want. Depends. If you live in Alabama, then it's your kind of forte. But everywhere else, please do not partake. Super intense Minecraft player. I am just that guy, you know. Where else do you get this exhilarating gameplay? Fucking kill me. Okay, let's try this again, but better. If only everyone else had that kind of mindset. Let's try this again, but do it better. Okay. And then... we should all give up on when things won't work out immediately. I agree. Never follow your dreams, guys. It is not feasible. Give up. You never succeed in life. I mean, look at me. I am the pinnacle of success, and that is because I didn't follow my dreams. I did something here, but I don't know what. I don't know if it was different from the picture I got sent. Oh, it's just doors off the trap. Okay. Do we have enough? We do. Nice. You're a failure? Wouldn't be the first time I've been called that, or will not be the last. Don't worry. Can I just finish off the crop fields? And then we'll jump offline, I believe. Depending on like previews and snapshots, I'll be live. I am hoping we get something this week. Part of me is a bit scared, I'm not gonna lie to you, that we get nothing, but I have faith. Surely, Mojang have never let me down before. Ignore the past 2 years, they've never let me down ever. So I'm assuming that something's going to come out tomorrow. I don't know if that's going to be a preview or snapshot or both, but I'm hoping we see some Chaos Cubed stuff this week. Stuff we're already familiar with, but, I mean, stuff nonetheless. Okay, I believe that's all the pumpkins. And now it's time for the melons. I got called a useless member of society a few too many times. That's fantastic. The baby melons are so hard to see. Yeah. It's very, like, I've been tricked to think, like, I haven't planted the crop there when I have. If I look hard enough, it will spawn there. That's how it works, right? So these are almost all fully grown. So what I'll do is just, like, light up the area. But I don't know if I want to have, like, a different flooring than dark oak. I might have, like, moss as the middle block. Does that make sense? Just to be quirky? Is it even possible to go to uni at 16? Unless you get like the highest grades in school, right? I went to college when I was 16 because I don't think sixth form would have accepted me to like stay on to school. Because my grades weren't the best, but yeah, I mean, you go figure, right? I mean, it's unbelievable that my grades are so bad. Look at where I am now. Okay, let me get rid of this mouse. So yeah, the hard part now is just to figure out what I'm doing with the main walls, right? How much glass I'm gonna add, etc. But apart from that, we're basically done. I mean, we're gonna do the light beneath as well. Oh, but I want to do this. Yeah, I might do frog lights. We'll see. We shall see. I might not, because lazy. Ooh. I mean, it's a bit funky, but okay, do this, and then we'll do these. Wait a minute. There we go. These. I could have like a chest here with like seeds and stuff. I might have like a bench here as well. Just to like watch the... Yeah. I don't know if that's weird at all or that makes any sense, but... just adds to the build, I think. But I think we've made this work, you know. Again, like I said earlier, a big worry I had was making a pumpkin and melon farm look good. And I think we've made it work. Again, like, we've still got a lot to do with the longer walls. So we could actually, like, tarnish it completely. But we've made a good start, I feel. Yeah, I quite enjoy it. Was it like above? I have not seen what it's like above in a while. Also, what's it like on the map? I've not seen this at all. Ooh. Well, that's funky. Okay, that's going to take some time to get used to. Damn. Yeah, I mean, Prisma does a lot for this as well. Prisma makes all my builds look better than they actually are. It's going to look better when there's pumpkins and stuff all here. Yeah, you can I can kind of see the rough, like I can see these logs, I think. But it is mostly the glass that shows up. Let me actually... Oh, you can't. It is just the glass. That's really interesting. Yeah, one of the biggest beneficiaries of Prisma visuals I find is glass. It makes glass look so good. Okay. We've definitely finished in a better position than when we started. And that's always good with a build you're unsure about. Because that means you're going in the right track. Obviously. Let me get more slabs. That kind of looks like a windowsill. How do we make this look? Like that, maybe? Yeah, we will be sleeping so we don't get creeped on. What if there's a different colour to the wall trim? I'm thinking... spruce? Oh, you mean other blocks? Wait a minute. Oh, wait, no, I'm sorry, I didn't read. Greenish. What could we use? Case is probably a bit too bright. Pale is off the table. Warped, crimson. I don't agree. I think having a different wood colour would help. Maybe regular oak? I think regular oak could work as well, actually. Mangrove I love. Ooh. Copper, copper could work, but you don't have slabs though, do you? Copper slabs aren't a thing, right? I'm about to look so fucking stupid. Okay. Well. Shit. Haven't I built out of copper slabs before? Wait. No, those are bricks. Oh, I haven't... Okay. Well. There goes my argument. Did you say, like, the fully black or the fully oxidized form corn, or the one below it? Like the proper green, or the slightly other green? Oh, by the way, off topic, I did make some more progress to the chest storage room. This is now all mined out. Obviously, I removed the vault a few days ago, but not all of this was removed. So now, whenever I want to, basically, we can add more chests and stuff. Fully would be easier. No, the one below would be nicer. How do you even make... Just make a stack. Why not? I see. Have I really never... Okay. New crafting recipe unlocked. I love when that happens, because I've probably got most of them. So I'm guessing I've got like only a few left, right? Recipes I've not unlocked. Okay, so the question is, where do the slabs go? There? Badmouth redeemed hydrate now. The only drink I have with me, Badmouth, is Coke. So, hopefully that suffices. I don't have any water on me, because my house is being renovated. Is that the word for it? I don't even know. Lovely. Yeah, I'm a very healthy person, Badmouth. I have half a Coke bottle next to me, and I also have a Fortin's chocolate egg that I'm going to have after the stream. I'm a very healthy person. But I feel like having like little benches here makes the build stand out. I don't know why, but I also kind of would just like to imagine people would come in here and just watch the crops grow. We love Easter before Easter. I'm not waiting for proper Easter to have my Easter eggs. I'm sorry. I'm not that guy. It's just not realistic. I've already had like 2. That's not even April yet. So. You'll save 8 whole wax if you deoxidize. Sorry. If you deoxidize and wax the actual copper plug itself. Ah. That's true. But to be fair, Corn, I'm taking this out of the trial chamber, so no huge loss. You lose wax though. That is true, but I think I can live with that. Hopefully. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to prepare myself to get these torches. What the fuck was that? Why are you so loud? That was right in my ear. Are you good? No, you're not good. Okay. Easter egg prices are insane. Yeah, a lot of Easter eggs I'm seeing are like £7. Why? Now, granted, they go reduced when it's like after Easter, but what is the point? You know? Okay. So yeah, I'll do that off stream. I'm not putting you guys through that on stream. It'll just be so boring. So we're gonna end the stream there. What is this? Can you see this? I don't think you can from the lighthouse. Maybe without Prisma visuals you can. But oh, you can. Oh, that's really nice. I like that you can see that from the lighthouse. Okay, well, I'm going to stream here. Thank you guys for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed the stream. Hopefully it was enjoyable in some way, shape or form. Even though I did sound like a bag of nerves this stream, I think, but I think it was quite enjoyable. I think the melon and pumpkin farm are in a better state, or is in a better state than it was before. Long way to go though, but the finer details really make the build, I think, and that's good because it's very hard to design a melon and pumpkin farm and make it look good at the same time, right? So, but I think we've done that, or we're doing that. We're on the road to doing that, and yeah. Thank you for watching. Litteria? Wait, hang on, Litteria, thank you for the sub as well, by the way. Again, I do appreciate it. Thank you for watching. And yeah, I should see you guys tomorrow if there's Cubed Chaos content, and we'll talk about it and stuff. If there's not, then I'll disappear forever. Thank you for watching, Badmouth, I do appreciate it. And thank you, Corn, for moderating. Even though that latest bot you banned was not instant. So your pay will be reducted significantly for that. So next time, make it instantly, yeah? It was a joke, by the way. I don't actually pay any of my mods. It's cheap labour. Yeah, talk to you guys later. Take care of yourselves. Have a good rest of your morning, day, afternoon, or evening. And yeah, I'll talk to you guys later. I don't have like a... Normally I jump out and like fly to my death. I'm just going to stay here and watch the sun. And we'll end it there. So, yeah, take care.